Hey guys, welcome to the first NFL predictions video. We're going to be going down the schedule starting from week 1 to week 12. Now, of course, I am on the Colts schedule because they were supposed to play a game. Supposedly the game is now canceled. That's what they said. Because of bad field conditions, people are probably going to be notified. We're going to be hearing probably some bullshit from the fans. Like, not really bullshit, but it's more like bullshit from the NFL because, like, you can always relocate the game and put it somewhere else. You don't have to put it in that one fucking stadium just because it's always played there. I mean, it's a tradition, but seriously, you always gotta make sure that nothing goes wrong on the field, or this shit's gonna happen. So you see, it even says pre-game nothing, which that's what it's gonna be. That's pretty much what it's gonna be. It's gonna be the final score 0-0. So unless they're able to fix it within the next half hour, I don't think the game's gonna happen. So now, this has just happened, but now I guess they're allowing you to get tickets right off the schedule. But their first game, so I am predicting the first top two teams in the AFC South. This is my first NFL predictions video. I probably already spent 2-3 minutes talking about it. But yeah, let's look at the schedule, and I'm gonna be letting you guys know what the record is as we go. So, week 1, we got Detroit at Indianapolis. Jesus, this is not fucking college. Alright, so, yeah, Indianapolis wins that one because Detroit's not going to be that good. So that's already 1-0. They're going to Denver. I always have them winning against Denver, 2-0. San Diego at Indianapolis. I think San Diego is not going to be excellent this year. Normally, I would probably say that the Chargers would beat the Colts, but not this year. So that's 3-0. Indianapolis at Jacksonville. Jacksonville's gotten better. I think I'm going to give Indianapolis a loss there. Their first loss will be against Jacksonville, in either an upset or what could be epic. You don't know. So Chicago and Indianapolis, that's going to be another victory, 4-1. Indianapolis at Houston. I think that's going to be another loss, 4-2. At Tennessee, that's 5-2. They didn't even have... Did they even have a fucking... No, they didn't. So 3-1, 4-1, 4-2, 5-2, 6-2 since it's at home. At Green Bay. Now, I originally planned that in this NFL Hall of Fame game that Indianapolis would win, but I'm gonna say that Indianapolis will lose this game, so 6-3. Okay, they beat Tennessee, so that's gonna be 7-3. Another way, hopefully I'm gonna have this up on the board. So, I believe this is where Indianapolis's first loss is gonna be. Not first loss. I was gonna fucking say that this is gonna be a really close game. Because personally, I think Pittsburgh's going to win it, because normally Pittsburgh would beat Indianapolis. But, of course, they always have that game at home, which is why they win. And this is also on Thanksgiving, if you guys don't know, so that's going to be an epic game. But hopefully, since it's Thanksgiving, and I think this is the Steelers' year, I think that the Steelers are going to beat the Colts. I hope I'm right. So I believe to 6-2, 6-3, 7-3. So 7-4. That's their record right now. It's okay. So Indianapolis at New York. I don't know who's gonna win. This is also gonna be a good game. For right now I'm gonna go with the Jets because if Fitzpatrick returns, I think the Jets are gonna win that game. If Fitzpatrick returns, I personally don't know between Fitzpatrick and Andrew Luck. I don't know which quarterback is better, but I know they have fucking whatever his name is, Brandon Marshall and Darrell Revis. Those are some good guys. And then they have what? They have T.Y. Hilton and they have another fucking guy I don't remember. So yeah, both have at least 2 or 3 weapons on their team. So that's gonna be a good game. I think in the end though, the home team will be supported. So that's gonna be 7-5 for the Colts. Houston at Indianapolis, that's going to be a victory. Minnesota. Okay. I'm going to give Indianapolis the victory. This is sort of an upset because Minnesota normally does good at home. But I think I'm going to give Indianapolis this upset. So let's see how far. So I said 7-5, 8-5, 9-5. Oakland's going to be a good team this year. Face it, guys. They're going to beat fucking Indianapolis. So, there you go. 9-6, 10-6. So, I have the Colts with a 10-6 record this season. Unless they lose to Minnesota. So, that could be 9-7 as well. But I'm going to go 10-6. Alright. Well, the next schedule we're going to look at is, actually, we're going to look at Houston's schedule. Because they were the number 1 team. No, I'll be back. Alright, guys, so this is the Texans' schedule. I know it looks a little different, but, yeah, so this is their, this is one of their, preseason games. But anyway, this is their first game of the season. They got the Bears at home. I personally don't know what to say. I think I'm gonna give Houston 2 automatic losses to the Bears and the Chiefs because the Bears were able to beat the Chiefs last year. I'll admit, the only team in the NFC, no, not the AFC West that they didn't beat was the Broncos, and I'll give that to them. So I think if they can beat most of the AFC West teams, they beat a really good Chiefs team last year. So I think they're gonna beat the Texans, and I think the Chiefs are also gonna beat the Texans. That's already 0-3. Because and out the Patriots, that's 0-3. Their first win is gonna be at home against the Titans, 1-3. And then at the Vikings, they're gonna lose that game, 1-4. At home against the Colts, that's going to be a win, 2-4. At the Broncos, I don't know. Normally, I'd probably say Texans. So I think I'm going to go Texans. So whatever, that's 1-3, 1-4, 2-4, and then 3-4. Alright. And so then they play the Lions at home, that's going to be 4-4. At the Jaguars, I think that's going to be 5-4. At the Raiders, they lost their last time. They lost at home, I think, there. So I think I'm going to have to go. I'm going to have to go 5-5 on that one. I was just trying to think over the record. I knew that they were going to lose that. I knew in my head I was going to say they lose that, but I didn't know what record we were at. So the Chargers, the thing about me is I talk so much about these teams is that I sometimes even forget what the record is. So Chargers at home, I personally think the Chargers are going to have a comeback year. They're going to do better than they did last year, so I'm going to have to give the Chargers a victory, and that is going to be 5-6, 2 straight losses. At the Packers, 5-7. At the Colts, 5-8. And then basically I have them winning the rest of their games, winning against the Jaguars, Bengals, and Texans. So, yep, that's going to do for this video. I'm only going to look at those two teams. So, each video I'm going to be looking at two teams, and then maybe early tomorrow I'll look at... I've already seen all these team schedules. I just want to relook at them for you guys. And then, of course, preseason, they're at the 49ers. I think they're going to win. I think they're gonna win the away games, but they're gonna lose the home games because they're against good teams. I don't know if you guys would consider the Saints good. They sucked last year, but I think they're gonna have a comeback year. Maybe even have the 6th seed in the NFC. Who knows? Well, that's gonna do for this video. Maybe tomorrow I'll check out the Jaguars and Titans schedule, and I'll see you guys then. Bye.